Hey guys, welcome back. For today's video, we're going to be talking all about flying with an infant, the dreaded. I am by no means an expert, but we did just get back from our first flight with Charles, who is 6 months old. And I did a lot of research before going on the trip, and I learned a lot of things along the way that I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to be sharing my top 5 tips for flying with an infant. So if you guys are interested in hearing my top 5 tips for flying with an infant, then just keep on watching. Tip number 1 is to give your baby something to suck on or to chew on during takeoff or landing. Whether it's nursing, giving them a bottle, a pacifier, or even just a snack, it will help lessen the pain of the air pressure change for your baby. Tip number 2 is to make sure that you have a well-stocked and an organized diaper bag. It's more important than ever to be able to just grab what you need quickly, especially because you don't have a lot of wiggle room on an airplane, well, really any room at all. So you need to be able to just grab your burp cloth or the bottle from the pocket that you know it's in. I switched from my regular diaper bag to a backpack diaper bag so that it would be easier to go through the airport with. And it had about like 10 compartments. So I had a compartment for all the essentials. Some of our essential items that we had in the diaper bag during flight were diapers, wipes, an extra outfit, burp cloths, new toys, bottles. I think we had 4 bottles and enough formula for 4 bottles. If you feed your baby formula, make sure to bring your own water to make your bottles with. The sink water in the bathroom is heavily treated with chemicals, so you definitely do not want to use that to make your bottles. I also had a carry-on with overnight essentials for both me and Charles, which came in handy on the way back because we got stuck in Dallas for a night due to some weather issues we had in Aspen getting out, which was surprisingly not a nightmare because we were over prepared for it. But I was so thankful during that time that I had packed everything that we would need to stay overnight. And then tip number 3 is to bring a copy of your baby's birth certificate to prove that your child is under 2. This is essential if you are keeping your baby in your lap and you did not buy a seat for the flight for your baby, which we decided not to do to save a little bit of money. We just had him in our lap and he did great with it. He's used to falling asleep on his own in the crib, so we were a little bit nervous about having him in our laps. But he fell asleep in my arms on, I think, all 4 flights. He actually slept through all the takeoffs and landings except for one, so we didn't have to give him a bottle or food except for that one. It was takeoff out of Aspen on the way home. And he did great with it. He didn't seem to be irritated by the air pressure change or anything, but I think that's still a good tip to keep in mind. And tip number 4 is to schedule your flight during nap time if at all possible. A happy baby is happy parents and happy neighbors during the flight. I know it's not always possible to schedule during nap time, but it really helped out for us during our flights this past week. And Charles also slept better on the plane in the earlier flights rather than in the afternoon flights. I'm not exactly sure why, but that might be the same for you guys. Tip number 5 for flying with your infant is to stay calm. I know it's easier said than done, and I definitely was not calm the entire first trip with Charles, but taking a deep breath really helped me relax and remember that it was going to end eventually. We were going to get to our destination. If you stay calm, your baby's more likely to stay calm also. Comment down below some of your tips and tricks for flying with an infant, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can see my future videos. Bye guys!